Hey friends, it's Ms Jemika here, and today we are going to learn more about emotions. In the last video, we talked about mental health and how we all have mental health, and that emotions are a part of our mental health. And sometimes it's kind of tricky to know what emotions we're feeling and to figure out how strong we're feeling our emotions and what we need to do to take care of them. We also talked about how we have everyday feelings and how we have feelings that can be overwhelming and that can be too big for us to handle. Today we're going to watch a video that's going to talk about emotions and the intensity of emotions. So sometimes our emotions can be mild, and then we can do things like self-care to help us feel better. And sometimes our emotions are super intense, and we might need to do other things like talk to a trusted adult to help us start to feel better. So I want you guys to watch Morgan explain to us all about emotions.
They tell us if we're feeling happy or sad. They let us know if we are angry or frightened. Okay, you already know this. So let me ask you a question. What are you feeling right now as you start to watch this video? Are you excited to learn something about yourself? Maybe you're distracted by something else. So, how are you feeling right now? Is it even important? And how can we measure our emotions? Let's explore that on this episode of Rocket Kids. I'm Morgan, and let's get this started. Emotions are part of being human. We all have them, and they can change throughout our day. Sometimes our emotions are super strong, like when we get really, really mad. Wait, I have something right here that can help us see exactly what I mean. I'll be right back. This is my emotion intensity chart. This is how it works. Super strong is up here. Super mild is down here. So, we may be way up here when we are really, really mad, or way super excited about something. Here, our emotions may be seen much more easily, like we may frown or even lash out if we are super mad. We have a giant smile on our face and jump for joy when we are super excited. Down here, our emotions are what I call super mild, like when you're just relaxing quietly or reading a book. Here, we may not be showing anything like facial expressions and body language, so they may be harder to recognize, but they're still emotions. Maybe the intensity of your emotion is in between these two extremes. So that's my chart, and now that we know our emotions can land anywhere from here to here, let's take a quick look at emotions and what they really mean. Emotions let us know what we are feeling and help us know how to react. Remember when you were a baby? No? Me neither. But I have seen pictures. This is me as a baby. When I was a baby, I couldn't tell how I felt. So, what did I do? I would laugh, cry, or cuddle up with my mom. That's how I express my emotions. But as we grow up, we start to understand these emotions and can put them into words. Here are 3 important things we should know about emotions. 1. Emotions come and go. Most of us feel many different emotions throughout the day. Some last just a few seconds. Others might linger to become a mood. 2. There can be many emotions. They can be mild, intense, or somewhere in between. The intensity of an emotion can depend on the situation and on the person. 3. There are no good or bad emotions, but there are good and bad ways of expressing emotions. Learning how to express emotions in acceptable ways is a separate skill. This is called managing our emotions. Here's what we want to remember. We all have emotions. It's a part of who we are. But just like anything else in life, when it comes to emotions, practice makes perfect. Make it a point to notice all the emotions you're having and how it makes you feel. Remind yourself there are no good or bad emotions, but how we express our emotions is super important. So, how are you feeling now that you've watched this video? Maybe you can make your own emotion intensity chart and measure your emotions.
I think Morgan did a really great job telling us all about emotions and teaching us about how we can track the intensity of our emotions with an emotion intensity chart. And I want us to make an emotion intensity chart too, because I think it's really helpful to have one at home so that we can keep better track of how we are feeling and when we need to do some self-care or get some additional help to deal with our mental health. Now I want to show you guys how I made my own emotion intensity tracker for me to use at home so that I can keep track of the emotions that I am feeling. So like Morgan taught us in the video, our emotions are not good or bad, right? We can feel really intense emotions, and that doesn't mean that we are upset, or we can feel really neutral emotions. But we want to be able to keep track of how intense we are feeling our emotions. And if those emotions are making us feel kind of upset, then keeping track of them can let us know if we need to do something to take care of ourselves. So I'm using the color purple to indicate that I'm just feeling neutral. I'm feeling normal. I'm not feeling happy or upset. I'm just my normal self. I'm using yellow to indicate when I'm starting to notice an emotion. So I'm either noticing that I'm feeling happy about something or surprised about something, or I'm feeling upset, but it's not really super big. It's just kind of mild. Blue is indicating that my emotions are getting bigger, and if I am feeling upset and my emotions are in the blue, then I might need to do some self-care to take care of that. Red indicates that my emotions are getting pretty big. So that's either pretty big happiness, or if I'm feeling upset and I'm in the red, then I might need to ask for some help with this emotion. So that might mean that I call a friend or speak to a counselor or talk to my parents, whoever I need to reach out to get help with that emotion. So I used some stickers that I had at home to help me make my emotion intensity tracker, but if you don't have stickers, you do not need to have them to make this. You can just use markers or crayons or colored pencils or whatever you already have at home. And if you would like to have emoji faces on your emotion intensity tracker, you can just draw them on. I hope that you guys will make your own emotion intensity tracker so that you guys can keep better track of your emotions and when you're needing to do something to take care of your mental health. I want you guys to comment down below and let us know one thing you learned from Morgan about emotions, or where you're going to hang up or keep your emotion intensity tracker at home. And I will talk to you guys in another video. Bye!